Hi, everyone. I'm Julia Myers with the Junior League of Birmingham. I serve with the Junior League as the committee of the Anti Human Trafficking Committee.
Hosting workshops and speaking to groups across central Alabama is just one way Julia Myers emulates the strong women she grew up around.
My mom is one of those people who would she would break up a fight if she saw it. She's not going to let someone physically hurt someone else in her presence. And, we've just always been taught from our female, matriarchs that we have to stand up for those who don't have a voice.
But it was one of the men in her family that led her to her purpose for using that voice. Her late brother told her troubling stories about the women he encountered as a public defender in Tennessee.
He realized very early on in his work as he defended prostitutes that most of them were actually victims of human trafficking, that they had been trafficked by their parents when they were 3 and 4 years old. I think that we're all so naive to think that parents want to protect their children, and just the thought of someone selling their child for sexual purposes at 3 or 4 years old. And again, this was probably 15 years ago we were having these conversations.
Now, those conversations are more frequent and more urgent as our lives have increasingly moved online and as people are slowly becoming more aware that human trafficking is a major issue, even here in Alabama.
The thought is that maybe Birmingham doesn't have a problem. That's one of the main things we focus on, because we have I-20 that goes through Birmingham. That's called the super sex trafficking highway of the entire U.S.
Myers, along with her fellow Junior League members, made it one of the group's initiatives.
Women are able to say things, I think, sometimes that men can't say, because especially with this topic, it's very difficult. Is a man going to say, oh, yes, I go out and purchase sex all the time? No, it's going to take a woman to say, okay, who are the men out there that are purchasing sex?
They've teamed up with other agencies, like the Birmingham Airport. Last year, these signs were posted in every bathroom stall. They have numbers for victims to text or call for help. They include warning signs to help the public identify possible victims.
I think the more that you get into it and the more that you research it and the more that you realize how prevalent it is, the more you want to do something about it.
Carla Wade, WVTM 13.